Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today, Aquarius, for meditative session, I got Rabbit Spirit. Now is the lucky time. Number 49, breaking into a 13. What I'm getting with this card is that there's no plan. Like, with now is the lucky time, it's reminding me of, I think it was a reading that you had, I don't know if it was like last week or 2 weeks ago, that it was like kind of just get up and go. You know, there's some sort of like spontaneous energy with this, and it's kind of like there's not enough time to kind of pack, there's not enough time to bring everything that you want. It's more of a vibe of just like go, right? And I think that it's important for you to understand this because this card says like a new life of which you have no experience. Like that's what this is going to be for you, and I think that's really important. It's like this is like everyone wants new, but then everyone I feel like is afraid to go into the new, right? Like it's like, oh well, like this, like I want like this in my life, and I want this in my life, and all these things are kind of new, right? But then it's like when we have the opportunity to walk away from the old and do something different, there's fear, and then that keeps us like held back, right? So I feel like they want you to know like there's no need to like pack you know what I mean? There's no need to like plan, there's no need to like make mental lists, there's no need for the anxiety either. It's just kind of like a get up and go, right, vibe. It's okay if you don't know. That's the whole point of this new. It's like the new is good, right? Like the new is, it's good that you don't know. Like they don't want you to know. Do you know what I'm saying? They kind of just want you to be spontaneous and see where everything takes you, and like learn that that's kind of like, that's what the plan is right now for you, Aquarius. So yeah, Aquarius, I really like this vibe. Let's pull some cards and see what we get. So Aquarius, I feel like with now's lucky time, again, I think this is kind of in continuation of one of the readings that we had where it's like the jumping off point, right? Like the time when we're going to start moving. You know, it's actually, you know, it's coming up here that you're going to, I feel like, be a little bit like hesitant. And I feel like here again, you know, we have like the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, right? Making a decision, right? Like having to make a decision. But I feel like it's not about making a decision. I feel like they kind of, how do I explain this? It's not about making decisions. Like they don't want you to feel like this is like a huge task about like making decisions, right? Like I feel like they just want you to go with them, like just embrace the time that this is, embrace like whatever comes to you, like say yes to everything. Do you know what I'm saying? And maybe like take an opportunity to do something for yourself where it's like something you've always wanted to do. There's a vibe here of just like the new, right? And the new, again, I feel like it's uncomfortable because it's new, and that's fear, right? But they want you to approach this with the child, right? They want you to approach it like innocently. They want you to approach it without the aspect of fear. They're like saying to let go of those like memories, let go of like whatever has hurt you, let go. Like when you look at a child is so unburdened by life, right? A child doesn't know of like, you know, all the things that an adult or like an older person would know because they're innocent. And that's kind of the vibe they want you to be in. They want you to believe and like do everything kind of innocent, like, you know, naive. It's kind of being naive, right? Like assuming that everything's gonna go well, right? And I feel like, again, there's a huge potential for you, Aquarius. I feel like there's a very huge like potential in your life, and I feel like you don't understand that. But what I see with like the Moon, the Six of Swords, and Justice, I feel like the Justice comes with like, again, it's like recognition in yourself. This is like, can you recognize yourself and who you really are? And I feel like that's the steps they're trying to take you to make. And I feel like with the Moon card, it's coming up as like, there's been times when you have felt very unclear. And I feel like this is about you. This is all about yourself, right? And I feel like the confusion comes with fear. And that's why, again, they want you to be like the child, right? Like, children don't think about anything really. I mean, it's not that they don't think of anything, but they don't have these like worries that we have. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like with the moon, it's all the worries that you carry about like the way, it's about yourself, right? The way you carry yourself. Like, am I good enough? Is it going to be worth my, like, it's not even, is it going to be worth my time? It's more about a confidence thing and an insecure like energy. And I feel like they want you to kind of leave that behind, because there's something destined for you, right? There's a better destined for you, and it's like when you believe it. But again, it's something about your own insecurities, right? And that's why I feel like this Nine of Cups has come up. It's kind of telling me that, you know, they're trying to help you on a very, 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 like, you don't see it maybe because it's like they're working so hard, but it's on a level that I don't think you understand. Like, it's on a level of helping you recognize who you are. And that's why this journey has to be taken, right? That's why this movement has to go, because they want you to understand who you, like, you have to recognize who you really are. And I feel like that's a part of this journey. But again, I feel like fear and like this is mental conflict, and I feel like anxiety, this is what keeps you held back, right? And with these two fives, like, I feel like this is like right before the jump off, right? I feel like this is right before you get on like a plane, or you get on wherever you're going, right? Even if it's like a mental state, like a mind state, like, you know, am I good enough? Like, am I going to learn how to squash this anxiety? Am I going to learn like that I am good enough for all the experiences that life has to offer me? And you know what, if I'm not good enough for something, I'll just, it's not that if I'm not good enough for something, it's like if somebody doesn't want to accept me, then that's not meant for me. Do you know what I'm saying? It's about seeing it that way instead of seeing it as like a personal attack to you, and like as that you're not good enough, right? It's like maybe that's just not meant for you and there's something better. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you're protected in so many ways, but I feel like you take it out personally on yourself. And that's why I feel like this is like it's a very beautiful energy, because I feel like they're really working. This reminds me of like cells, right? And it's like they're working on you in like on a cellular level. And I think that's where the healing is taking place for you. I feel like this fear comes from something, you know, could be in your childhood, could be something from the past, but that's what they're working on. And that's why I feel like you don't really see it too much, because like, again, it's on the cellular level. It's like so within you that you're like, how could you see it? It's more of a feeling, right? With the cups, it's like emotions, right? It's like the way you deal with things, your anxieties, your confidence in yourself, right? And it has to do, again, with like love for yourself, right? Like, do you love yourself enough to know that you're worth everything, right? And that you can like have the life that you desire. And I feel like they're just telling you like, take my hand, like I want to take you, or like they want to, I feel like this is like Aladdin. I can show you the world. Like, this is literally like what I'm getting with this card. Like, I can show you the world, like just come with me. And like, will you get in your own head? Yes. But can you pass that energy? We have like challenges, right, to get to this energy. And then again, I feel like we have kind of another challenge, right? But with the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles coming out, I feel like, again, even though this is a slow thing with the Tortoise, I'm seeing like, even though this might be slow with the Pentacles and the Tortoise, it's like a steady thing, right? Slow and steady. That's what I'm getting. Like, it's a slow thing, but it can be very stable for you. It's like, even though this movement of leaving kind of feels fast, right? Or this movement of like changing directions or changing like on a cellular level, right? I feel like that's a slow process. I feel like that's a very slow process. Like, again, we want everything to kind of be quick and we want all this energy to happen like right now, but that's not the reality. The reality is that this takes time. Same thing with this new opportunity. It's a pentacle. It's stable, but it's slow. Same with the King of Coins, like King of Pentacles. It's a slow energy. So I feel like, again, this might not happen like tomorrow. This is just kind of them checking in on you, like, okay, like, how are you doing? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if this was like your therapist or someone that you like trust and you want to talk to, you know, your best friend, it's like, yo, so how's things going? You know, like, how are you doing? Like, they're just doing like a quick checkup on you. That's what I want to say this is. And it's like, yeah, we want to remind you again that you need to like it's not about making decisions, right? It's about just going with the flow. We're presenting you with all these gifts. And again, there's some sort of justice involved, and it's involved in the way that you see yourself. It's involved in like these insecurities that you have in yourself, this anxiety that you cause yourself about your worth, right? And it's like, you are worth everything. That's what you need to realize. And again, they're working on you on such a like cellular level. Like, they're trying to help you so deeply, right? Like, they don't just want you to like, you know, when someone can just like put a band-aid on a situation and keep walking, like no, like they're taking their time because it's like, again, they want to really like encourage like you to move. And I feel like it involves this really deep change, right? And again, I feel like you will second guess yourself again, because here I'm getting the 7 of Wands in reverse with the 2 of Coins and the King of Coins. So it's like, yes, I feel like you will struggle, right, to remain in this energy. Maybe it will always be a struggle, not always, but it will be a struggle for a while, like getting out of your head and believing in yourself and believing in your self-worth, right? And that you can do whatever, you can have the life that you create, like want to create, right? Like anything is possible. Again, like I can show you the world. There's so much more meant for you than like you understand. And with now is a lucky time, I feel like the time is like approaching, like, are you ready, right? Like they're trying to prepare you, right? And then I feel like there could be this leap, right? There's kind of the leap that takes place. But again, it's always going to be, I feel like, where you're second guessing it. You know, like even though when you're taking this leap, it might not feel good. Again, I would like to say that like fear, it's not a good feeling to be like in fear. But at the same time, when something is new, there can be an uncomfortable energy. So you guys have to understand that like new things are uncomfortable. New things can cause like anxiety, right? Like, you know, let's just say you've never been on the train before and you get on the train, you're probably going to sweat and you're probably going to feel a little bit uncomfortable because it's a new experience for you, right? And it's like, that's kind of how this might feel. It's kind of feel like a little bit like uncomfortable, but again, it's a good, I feel like you need to understand that like it's a good thing, right? Like that uncomfortable energy, you're growing, you're changing, like things are changing in your energy, and your energy is going to change with it. So just go with it. Like if it feels uncomfortable in the beginning, it's okay. And I feel like you're going to be able to understand that. I feel like with the 7 of Cups upright, I feel like this is when you finally get, I mean, we have 2 cards that I feel like are very similar, right? But I feel like even here, when you feel like you're almost like at balance and you feel like you're like doing well, there is this kind of, again, the second guessing, right? So again, it's like it's not until you realize something that you become truly aligned, right? And I feel like I don't even have to clarify. I feel like what you need to realize is that you are worth it. Like you are worth going towards these new things. You are worth the experiences that are coming for you. There's so much that you deserve, and it's like that's when you realize it. When you stop second guessing yourself and you stop thinking like, is this really for me? This has a lot to do with confidence and like the way you value yourself and the way that you think like you can, what is possible for me to have, and what's, you know, like what is actually for me, and like what can I have. And I feel like with this Ace of Pentacles, it's kind of confirming that you can have like anything you want, right? With this Ace, it's like it's from the divine, right? Like whatever they're granting to you, this new beginning, this new opportunity, it's like it's divine, right? I don't think the divine hands you anything that's not like perfect, right? And again, perfect means it depends on your perspective, right? Like what is perfect, but it's going to be perfect for you. Yeah, like you might have to have a little bit of this uncomfortable energy because it's new, right? But I feel like you're going to learn to kind of go with that, to go with the flow, right? And to go with a way that sometimes it's uncomfortable, but I have to keep going. And that's what I feel like they want you to learn. Like it can be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's like worth it because we're headed towards something really great, right? And it's like, stop second guessing yourself on your own self-worth. Stop second guessing if you need to move. I feel like they're trying to tell you like, yeah, there's an energy that you need to get out of, right? And this is only for yourself, right? Like this justice is for you, right? This is for you to do with what you want with your life. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like they're only doing all this for you. So yeah, Aquarius, I really love this reading. Let's see if any divine feminines want to come out. So you guys got Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of the Interior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. Again, she's talking about the interior life, like the light, like your body, right? What does it feel like in my body. And I feel like that's what's changing. Again, this is talking about like this change that's happening that I feel like you don't really see, because it's something that you can't see, but it's something that you have to feel. So like her meditation is like, what does love feel like in my body? It's like, how does that love for myself translate like to myself? Like, what do I do for myself? How do I enable myself to feel that love for myself, that self-worth, that like I can do it? You know what I mean? It's like, this is what they're trying to gift you. This is what they want to like instill within you, right? That's what I feel like she's coming out to say, that they are helping you again with this energy. And it's like, what does love feel like in my body, right? Trust the answers that you find within yourself. This has to do with love, and like I feel like loving yourself, right? And I feel like it's a call to like go within. Like they're already working on it within, but like you can always go there yourself, right? You can always go there and like do a meditation or do a prayer, like whatever it is that you do that makes you kind of feel, I want to say balanced, right? Kind of like in a balanced state, whatever it is that causes you to feel balanced. It's like, that's what you need. If that's what you need to do to feel at peace, then that's okay. Because again, I feel like there's an uncomfortable energy coming for you, and it's the uncomfortable energy of the unknown, right? And that causes some sort of fear. But again, and you have koi fish here, which talks about, you know, abundance and the way that you see abundance. And then you guys got Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundance. Wealth is an inside job. I feel like this inner wealth, what they're talking about, like wealth is an inside job. Again, we're talking about the interior, right? We're talking about all this within us, right? We're not talking about anything external to us. And I feel like that's what they want to kind of let you know, as well as like that they're working on you internally. They're working on like your body. It's like you can choose to feel abundant by the way that you like think and the way that you feel. And I feel like a lot of people who have money aren't really happy, right? And a lot of people who are poor sometimes manage to like put a smile on people's faces and, you know, be more, I want to say, generous and, you know, loving, basically. And if it's like, again, it's an inside job. Don't think about like, I don't know if material like the 3D material, like 3D is coming out right now, and it's kind of causing you some sort of concern. But I feel like she's here to tell you that like the ultimate goal and like feeling abundant has nothing to do with actual money. And I feel like that's something that you need to understand. Maybe that's a lesson like you need to know, right? Like money isn't in this equation, right? Yeah, like we all live in the 3D and we need money, but it's like that's not what's gonna help you feel good inside. That's just like a means to, you know, feeding yourself and clothing yourself, and you know what I mean? Like, but it's not meant to make you feel abundant inside. That's like only something that you can do for yourself, right? So yeah, they just want you to kind of go towards your happiness, go towards your bliss. And I feel like that the steps that lead to that is changing the interior, right? Changing the way you feel, changing the way you think about yourself, so that you can have like, you know, this lucky time and this new beginning, and you can like go towards it in confidence, right? And with love for yourself. So yeah, Aquarius, I really love this reading. I hope this resonates with you. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.